Alright, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Double honor to the apostles of GMS and sincere shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity. And I want to go into the topic about Adam Abbott, about how he's saying that the mark of the beast is spiritual, which in a sense is correct, but completely wrong. Because, shit, okay. Which in a sense is correct, but completely wrong because I'm gonna get the scripture for it, which is a second. All right. So this is Isaiah 45:7, and it says, "I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things." So yes, in a sense, through it's spiritual because it's coming through prophecy, but it's it's physical because it's so I can hold up. All right, but it's physical because the scriptures even go into it, especially when you read up on it, what the mark, what the chip even does, because of all the crazy shit it can do. Like Esau's trying to play being the god. You're saying that it was already done before, but if you understand how when Revelations 13 and 15 goes about it, not go into that soon enough. Anything that's coming from Revelations is always the end. So let's say if it did come back, I mean let's say if it already had happened before. Well, you had to understand Babylon likes to take on all sorts of things, everything. So you could imagine whatever past prophecy happened back then, it's still going on to today. I won't say all of them, but it's still relevant because Esau likes to try playing God. So he likes to make marks upon us, and that's not even spiritually, because Esau doesn't deal with spiritualness. He deals with the left hand side on the physical. So I got this definition. Hold up. Yeah, so the definition for mark of the beast is a mark of evil. Esau doesn't do anything good. He's all about evil. That chip is evil. Because it can do people, people are so caught up into it being a good thing. Well, they're trying to make a good thing out of it when they hear it can make to make the paralyzed move, or it can erase your bad memories and make you have good memories. You see, they trying to play being playing. I'm sorry, Salaki. They try to play being Yahweh Shah when they can't. These people are so fooled into it. But what makes it worse is that even if you're teaching that the mark of the beast is spiritual, you're not going into the chip being the wrong thing. So what you going to do when the chip comes out? You're just going to go ahead and take it? And this is not an attack on them, but for truth's sake, there has to be the established point to know what the mark of the beast is. And here's the funny part, because Google puts it right in front of your face. I just Googled it about a minute ago, but it says the mark of the beast is a barcode, which we know it's really a chip that is branded on the forehead or the hand. Believe that, Slovakia, and it goes on to say that the mark is a computerized ID chip. So if Google is putting it in front of your face that they're saying the mark of the beast is the chip that they put in your hand or forehead, what can you say to go against that, really? Because they putting it right on the forefront that they're saying it's a computerized chip. It's funny because Esau puts it right in front of these niggas' faces, and they don't want to read it. They don't want to read it up on it. I'm gonna get a scripture where it says, "This is Job 20:22. In the fullness of in his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, and that's going into Yahweh, not Yahweh. When it goes into Esau, pretty much chipping people. When he's trying to chip everybody, that's his ultimate goal, really. He's trying to chip everyone. They're being his full on slaves. It says Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So, what was that thing? There we go. So, while he's out there chipping everybody, little does he know his downfall is right there in front of his face. When the nuclear missiles come dropping on his head, devouring not only him but the two-thirds or anybody that took that chip along with them. Because if you take that chip, you deserve to die with Esau. Because you done sold out yourself to survive living in a wicked place that's not holy at all. If anything, is more so hellish than anything out here because look at the way we live. Niggas rampant left and right. Esau over us, our own women over us, heathens over us. We have literally nothing in this bitch. And not only that, you got homosexuals, pansexuals, the whole LGBT thing, LMNOG, whatever the hell it is now. And it's all these wicked things rolled up into one because you got all these different empires into one kingdom. That's why I say that if you're gonna say that the mark of the beast already happened before, well, best believe it's gonna happen again today because Esau takes every little thing and make it what it is now. You got the NFL. You go to the stadium and watch it. What does it look like to you? It looks like the arena pit from Rome, where you see gladiators tackling and killing each other. No different here. Niggas dying in NFLs too. May not die on the spot, but they suffer from brain loss, a bunch of injuries. They out there killing themselves. So it's not a wonder or anything new that if it was back then, it's definitely still here today. Esau, Esau how he wants it. He wants to control everybody. He wants to have that control over everything. And it says here, he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. That's like I said, that's his nuclear missiles that's come back to hit him. Because imagine having your own. Let's think on a lower scale. Let's say you have this bow, and arrow. You crafted it yourself, but as soon as you shoot it, people call me. But as soon as you shoot it, you hit like something metal. It reflects right back at you. It's gonna hit you. You're gonna die. Or let's take it a little bit higher. You got an AK. You got bullets in it. You shoot it and somehow the bullet ricochets and it's going to hit you. So That's exactly what's happening to Esau, because Esau used a couple of his missiles, and these are gonna get thrown right back at him. So there's no matter what Esau does, he's gonna die for what he's done, especially with making that mark of the beast that you you Adam Abbott has falsely informed people of, using by saying that it's all spiritual. But how would that work if the Lord is spiritual? Yahweh and Yahweh Shah is spiritual. Esau is not spiritual, so how would that even make sense of Esau being able to do it in the spiritual manner if he's not spiritual? That's just something completely ass backwards in itself, if you ask me. So I got this other scripture right here, which is 2 Corinthians 2:11, and it says, lest Satan should be Asalaga, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Now we're living in the age of technology, where, especially with Esau trying to manipulate everything, we're not ignorant of the things he could do. We're not ignorant of the prophecies being what it is and what it ain't. Like I said, if you didn't even teach that the mark of the beast was a chip, what do you want to tell these people when the chip comes out? Everything is parabolic in the book, because it wasn't written in today's understanding of speaking speaking English. These scriptures, especially in the book of Revelations, those are revelations, which means John the Revelator was able to see what these things were. The mark of the beast. I mean, the chip looks like a mark that you insert, and the beast because of NATO, and especially since Esau is like a beast himself, if you want to think of it like that. But it's no wonder why Esau has our people trapped in a loophole when it comes to these things. That's why it says in Isaiah 42:22 that our people have been robbed and spoiled, and they've been right. Our people have been robbed and spoiled, especially with not having the knowledge. Of course, that's through Yahweh Shem Shah, but we don't have our people don't have the understanding to know what a parable is. Like, you could walk up to a random person today and you can speak in parables. They're gonna be like, "What are you talking about?" And I guarantee you that's exactly what they're gonna say, unless they're spiritually inclined with Yahweh Shem Shah. And the reason I say this is because not to jump all over the place, but in the video I heard that he was saying that um that it wasn't talking about America, which doesn't make any sense because the mark of the beast wouldn't happen anywhere else but here at this point. And I say at this point because no one's doing the shit that Babylon is doing. You can't say Russia is doing the same shit that Babylon is doing, because Putin don't accept all the shit that goes on here. You can't say China or Japan is doing the same shit. They're just as much against Babylon as Putin is. So to narrow it down, you had to think, where, if it wasn't America, where would it be then? It would have to be here because he's the only one that's asserting uh, a mark in people. So whether you look at it or no matter how you look at it, it's still going to be Babylon no matter what. It's always going to lead here because this is where Esau is mocking people. This is, hey, You have people all over the world here. You don't see Russians in China. You don't see Jamaicans in Russia. So I mean, you may they who knows. But you're not going to see it on a high scale compared to you would here, because this is the Valley of the Beast. This is where you see everything here, and Esau's domain. So with that, I just want to say shalom and death to this wicked society.